So what is this document and why we are going to use it? Document is a standard object. Document is a standard object. What do you mean by an object? It's a table. So document is a standard object in which we are going to store. Document is a standard object in which we are going to store documents, PDF files, images, any files or documents or images you want to save in the Salesforce, that will be storing in document object. Document is a standard object in which we are going to store images, files and PDFs. Right. So what is a document? Document is a standard object. This object contains files, PDF, images, etc. Right. Now, documents are classified into two types. Documents are classified as two types. One is standard document. One is internal document. Second one is externally available image. Externally. Now, documents are classified into two types. One is internal document. Second one is externally available image. What do you mean by internal document? When I say document is internal, it can be shared only with the internal users. Any document which is internal, that can be shared with only internal users. And content of the file is not visible directly. When I say document as internal, content of the file is not visible directly. We have to manually open the file. Let us say I have sent an email to you with my resume. I have sent an email to you with my resume. Now, is the resume directly opened? Is the resume directly opened? Resume will not directly open. We need to open the resume manually to see the content of the file. So that file is called as what? Internal document. When I say internal document, content of the file is not visible directly, and that is only shared with internal users. The document can be shared only with the internal users. So we are giving here internal document. These documents are shared only with internal users. Content of the file is not visible directly. Content of the file is not visible directly. We have to manually open the file to see the content. Externally available image. What is externally available image? When I say externally available image, content of the file, when I say externally available image, content of the file is directly visible to you. When I say externally available image, content of the file is directly visible to you. It is shared with both internal users and external users. Content of the file is visible both this document is visible is shared with internal users and external users. Maximum size of the file maximum size of the file that we can upload is 5 MB. So what is the maximum size of the file that we can upload? 5 MB. In case if you want to use that image, as a logo, the size should not be more than 20 KB. If you want to use externally available image as logo of an application, size cannot be more than 20 KB. Size cannot be more than 20 KB. So what is a document? It is a standard object. Document is a standard object. What is the purpose of this document? Document is used to store files, images, documents. How many types of documents? 2 types. Internal, external. Internal means only internal users can see it. External means internal users can see and externally available users. Now when you say internal users can only see, when you say externally available image, it can be viewed by internal user as well as external user. Internal document only internal users can see. Externally available document, now it can be accessed only by the internal users and external users. Right. Now steps to create a new document. Steps to create a new document. Look at the navigation, everyone. So setup, build, look at the format. We want to create a document. Setup. Now we are having what? List of tabs. We are finding a plus sign. Click on plus. Click on plus sign. When you click on plus sign, list of all the tabs will be coming. In this, what are you finding here? Documents tab. Click on the Documents tab. Now what you are finding here? Once again, just click on Setup, then go to plus sign, Documents, New Document, capital logo. Now indicate the document as internal, then choose the file, save it. Now we have saved it. Now are you able to see the content of the file? No, we have a link here, view the file. This is how we are able to see. Now content of the file is not visible directly. We have to manually open the file. The same document I am making as externally available image. What happened? Content of the file is directly visible. Right. Again, setup, plus sign, documents, new document, now externally available image, it's your choice, depends upon the requirement. If it is an image you want to use for internal purpose, internal document, right? Now you want to use for logo, you want to use as a logo, then you go for externally available image. You go for this keyword, based on what name you have to search, choose the file, this is how we have saved the documents. Now I give keyword, go back to this, if I give a keyword, if I search, will be able to get. Based on what keyword you are going to search the logo, right? Now once you have created, this is the document. Now when you are creating a document, it is asking in which folder you want to store. While creating a document, it is asking you in which folder you want to store. By default, default folder is used. No, you want to create your own folder and you want to can you on that? No, you want to create your own folder and access it, then we go for custom folder. Then we go for custom folder. Right. Can you call that office boy? Last person. Okay. Is it visible now? Are you getting? Yeah. Fine. Now look at this. So what we are finding? Click on plus sign, documents. What we are finding here? Create a new folder. Then the folder should be visible to whom? Accessible to all the users. Now whatever the documents you are creating, now we can store the documents in this folder. In case if you want to store in this folder, right boss? Now let us understand document folder. How do you do that? Setup, we had a tab panel, setup, tab panel, then we had click on plus sign, choose document tab, click on create new folder. Step 1, enter the folder name. Step 2, specify the access level. Choose the list of users. Choose the users. Choose the users. Can you remove the leg from that? You have any leg? Remove your leg from that table. Choose the users. Choose the users. Choose the users for whom the access should be given. Choose the users for whom the access should be given. Choose the users for whom the access should be given. Now this is to create a folder. But what is our context? Creating a document. So what is the next one? Steps to create a custom document. Setup, tab panel, click on the sign, choose the document tab, click on, then step number 1, enter document name, choose the document type, internal or external, choose the folder, which document should be stored. Then choose the file, enter the keyword. Based on this keyword, using this keyword, we can search for the document. From global search. Enter keyword, then choose the file, and save it. Choose the file and save it. Any document which is saved in my personal folder cannot be deployed if you store any document in the my personal document folder, they cannot be deployed to the production. They cannot be deployed from Sandbox. Now what you are supposed to do, if you are storing the documents in my document folder, you cannot deploy those files from Sandbox. If you want to deploy from Sandbox to production, you have to create your own folder, dump the files in that folder, then deploy it. If you are storing the documents in my personal document folder, they cannot be deployed to the production. They cannot be deployed from Sandbox to production. Any document we want to deploy from Sandbox to production should be stored in any document which you want to deploy from Sandbox to production should be stored in custom folder. Sandbox and then deploy. So this is how we are creating. I hope I'm clear. Now, let us go to the next one. This is all about document. Now, what is the purpose of this concept? If you want to build any application, application will have a logo. Now, to create that logo, we have seen how to upload the documents. If I want to build my own application, application will have a logo for it. So how to upload the logo is taught by document concept. If you upload the logo as a document, later on when you are building your own application, I can choose one of the document file as my logo. Are you clear about this? Right? So if you want to use a document as a logo, the document should be what? Externally available image. If you want to use any one of the document as a logo, it has to be externally available image. Document has to be externally available image. I hope I'm clear with this. Right. Let us go to the next concept. Everyone is good with this concept? Yeah. Let us go to the next concept, applications. Application. Now, what is this application? You can get these notes. You'll be getting these notes. You'll be getting this. Can you move backward? Yeah. There are a lot of connections. Any mild disturbance, everything will be disturbed. Right. Now, we'll be understanding the concept of application. What is the concept of application? Why we are going to use this application? Now, it's not on, boss. Okay. Now, when I say application, what is an application? Why are going for this application? Application is a collection of tabs. Application is a collection of tab. When I say collection of tab for an object, tab for a page, tab for a website, it can be anything. Now, application is not always the tables and pages. It can be a page also. It may take you to website also. Like we got payment gateway on Amazon. I made a payment. On Amazon, I'm making a payment. When I'm making a payment in the Amazon, when I click on payment, it is taking you to ICICI website. Now, it may be an object, it may be a page, it may be a website, X, Y, Z format. So it can be anything of, it can be anything. It can be anything. So what we are doing here? A lot of disturbance today. So, application is a collection of tabs. How many types of applications we have? Two types of applications we have. Standard application and custom application. When I say standard application, applications created by the Salesforce are called standard application. Applications created by the Salesforce are called standard application. Right? Example, Sales Cloud application, Service Cloud application, Marketing Cloud, Work.com, Knowledge Only. All these applications are built by Salesforce. Any application created by the Salesforce cannot be deleted. Any application created by the Salesforce cannot be deleted. If you want, you can customize it. If you want, you can customize, but you cannot delete. Okay. Custom application. As per your business requirement, whatever the applications you want to build, as per your business requirement, whatever the applications we want to build, those applications are called custom application. Applications created by the user as per the organization business requirement are called custom applications. Right. So applications created by the user as per the organization business requirement is called custom application. Is called custom application. Now let us go to the next one. Quickly, let us see the points here. Application is a collection of tabs. Applications are classified into two types: standard application, custom application. Standard application. Applications created by the Salesforce are called standard application. Standard applications not be deleted. Standard applications cannot be deleted. Example: Sales Cloud, marketing application, like this. If you want, you can customize the standard application. Can be customized. Standard applications can be customized. So what are custom applications? Applications created by the user as per organization, business requirement, are called custom applications. Applications created by the user as per organization, business requirement is called custom application. Custom applications can be deleted or customized. Custom applications can be customized or deleted. As per business requirement. Custom applications can be customized or deleted as per business requirement. Applications created by the user as per organization, business requirement are called custom applications. Custom applications can be customized or deleted as per business requirement. Then, steps to create a custom application. How to create custom applications? Look at the procedure, everyone. We are discussing in the classic. In the classic, how to create a custom application. Setup, build, create apps, new application. Setup, build, create apps, new app. So we are trying to build it. Now applications, custom applications again, custom app or console app. Custom app or console app. Console app means everything that you open will be opened in a new tab. Generally in the application, what happened? If I open anything, it will open on the same page. If you click on new, on the same page it is going to open. But when you say console app, everything that I open will open in a new tab. Now it is suitable for customer care applications. Now when a customer made a call to me, he told his phone number and his email ID, he told. I opened his data. When he asked me last month data, I opened in a new tab. He told January month data, open in one more tab. Because when he is asking the data, there is a possibility that his data may be available in multiple pages. So every page I open should be open in a tab, so that I can collect the data of this customer from multiple pages and deliver the data. So every record we open will be open in a new tab, which is called console app. Console app means everything that we open will be opened in a new tab. In a Google, when you are searching, what we do? Open in a new tab. Why are you opening a new tab? So that next time you will not search for the same page. If you don't open a new tab, existing page will be replaced. Again, if you want to search, again go to Google and search. So instead of that, what we do? When you search, open page 1, page 2, page 3 in different tabs, so that I can search all the pages at a time. Am I right? The same concept is on the console. Console means everything that we open will be open in a new tab. Right? How many types of application we have? Custom app or console app. Now I am choosing custom app. Go to the next. Now, application label, application name. What is application label and name? Look at this. ICICI. Now SBI. Now we say SBI Bank. SBI. Will you say State Bank of India? Now what customer will be calling? SBI. But what is the actual name? State Bank of India. If they want to write any agreement, they write it as State Bank of India. Actual name of the bank is State Bank of India. But how it is displayed to the customer? SBI. Now SBI is what? Label name. State Bank of India is what? Name. Actual name of the application is app name. We are going to refer to the application with the application name. Programmatically, using a program, if you want to refer to a application, we will refer with the actual name. What is that actual name? Application name. What is label? With what name this application will be displayed on the UI? App label. With what name this application will be displayed on the UI? So app label, app name. So I am giving here application name. In the application name, no spaces. Right. Description, say banking application for loan management. So what we have? Application label, application name, description. Then we had custom app. Now, when you are creating your application, you want to choose your logo. You want to replace standard logo with your company logo. Whatever the application we are opening, for that application, you want to give your own logo. So what I am going to do? Insert an image. Already images are inserted like a documents. I have two folders. Choose the folder. Then I want to give ICICI logo. So the ICICI logo will be the logo for this application. Go to the next. Now every application will have group of tab. As per this application, these are the tab. As per the next application, we have different tabs. So this application, these are the collection of tabs, right? Now, as per the application what you are creating, what are the tabs you want to include? In this application, which tab should be included? You are building a new application. In this new application, which tab should be included? So I am here giving accounts, contacts, opportunities. I selected some tab. Okay. These are the tabs which will be displayed in the application. Next one, when you open the application, every application will have the first page, right? Now in the first page, which tab data should be displayed? When I open this application, these are the tabs you are getting. This is the first page of the application. On this first page, do you want to display contacts data? Do you want to display accounts data? Do you want to display ideas data? Whose data you want to display? On the first page of the application, whose tab data should be displayed? That is called default landing tab. tab whose data need to be displayed. Tab whose data need to be displayed on the first page of the application. That tab is called default landing tab. Now you told for this application, these are the group of tabs which should be displayed. Out of this tab, which tab data should be displayed on the first page? That tab is called default landing tab. So look at this. Default landing tab. I told show accounts tab data on the first page. So when you open this application, the data of account object will be displayed on the first page of the application. Default landing tab. Next. Now, who can see this application? I told we have a concept called profile. What is that profile? It will tell who can see, who cannot see. Now, last page is what? Who can see. Right now, we know only system administrator, right? So, I'm telling only system administrator can see it. No other user can see it. Right. Now, look at this. What we are finding here? ICICI Bank. Application what we created. When I open, logo came. Then group of tabs. Home, account, contact, opportunity. In this, whose data opened on the first page? Accounts data. Default landing tab. 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 Right. So what was this? When you are creating an application, what are the steps involved? Setup, build, create, apps, new app. Step number 1, enter the application label. Okay, step number 1 is what? Choose the console app or custom app. What we are building is custom app. When you are building a custom app, we are building a custom app. Now when you are building a custom app, first step, choose the application label. Choose the application label. Name with which application should be displayed. Name with which application should be displayed. Application name. What is the application name? Actual name of the application. Actual name of the application. Power button pressing. Actual name of the application. And we are going to use the application with that application name. Programmatically, if you want to refer to the application, we use application name. Right. Third step. Choose the logo. Choose the logo. Already the logos which we have uploaded to the document object, from there we are choosing the logo. The next step. Choose the tabs which you want to display in the application. Then last step, choose which profiles can see this and save it. This is how we are creating custom application. Let me give the points here. What is the navigation we had? Setup. Build. Create. Apps. Setup, build, create, apps, new app. Choose the application type. Choose the application type as custom app. Choose the application type as custom app. Step number 2, enter the app details. App label. App name. What is apply? Application will be displayed. Application will be displayed to the users is with AppLab. Application will be displayed to the users on UI with AppLab. Application will be right app name. This is the actual name of the application. Application we referred programmatically using step 3. Choose the logo for the application. Step 3. Choose the logo for the application. Step 3. Choose the logo for the application. Step 3. Choose the logo. We can choose any one of the externally available image in the document object. Note: size should be more than 3 KB, less than 20 KB. Size should be more than 3 KB, less than 30 KB. Step 4. Choose the tabs and a default landing tab. Choose the tabs and default landing tab. This will specify list of tabs that should be displayed in the application. Then what is a default landing tab? Tab whose data need to be displayed on the home page of the application is called default tab. What is the step number 5? Choose the profiles for whom the application should be visible. Choose the profiles for whom the application should be visible. Choose the profiles for whom the application should be visible. If we choose visible option, application will be visible to visible and default. If we choose visible and a default option, all the users with this profile when they log in for the first time, this application will be visible. If we choose visible and a default option, all the users with this profile when they log in for the first time, all the users with this profile when they log in for the first time, this application will be visible. Right. Application will be open. Right. So these are the steps which are involved in creation of application. So how many steps are involved? 5 steps. First step is choose the application type. It is a console or custom. Then application name, application label. Then we had logo for the application. Then we had tabs and default landing tab. Finally, which profile can see it. Okay. I told you already, profile means it will tell you who can see what. At this level, only we have this knowledge. At this level, profile means it will tell you which user can see what. That's all. When you go to the topic, we'll be learning in detail. I hope you are good with this one. Right. So this is how we have created. Same application, if you want to create in Lightning, I have created the application in the Classic. I have created this application in the Classic. Same application if you want to create in the Lightning. In the Lightning, if you want to create the same application in the Lightning, look at the format, everyone. First, how do you go to the Lightning? Switch to Lightning. Then, what you are finding here? Setup. 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 Then we are going with platform tools, apps, app manager. Platform tool, apps, app manager. Platform tools, app manager. Then we are finding here new Lightning app. That is a Classic app. This is Lightning app. New Lightning app. No, they're asking application name. Let me give the navigation till here first. What is the navigation? Setup, platform tools, apps, app manager, setup, platform tools, apps, app manager, new Lightning app. Step number 1. So look at the app details. What they're asking you to enter? Application name, application name, payroll, payroll management. Then app name, developer name. What is this app name? There we call app label. Here we are calling app name. There we call app name. We are calling developer name. Description. Payroll management. Then choose the logo. Choose the logo. Now, whatever the name you are giving, this name, look at this. Payroll management, we are getting description, we are getting at the bottom. So when you display a list of application, this will be displayed. When you go to the list of application, let me show you. You go to list of application, we are able to see the list of applications here, right? So here what is happening? Logo, then application name, description. That's what we are giving here. Logo, application name, description. Right, boss? Now, you want to choose any primary color? You can choose it. Primary color. So that will not make any difference here. Right. Use app image. Right. Now, are you getting my point? Now, organization themes. At this level, we are only looking at application name, developer name, description, image, right? Image. Then we are going with the screen. So let us go to the first step and fill the data. Step 1, app name. Developer name. Description. About the application. This is the label name with which application will be displayed. Developer name. This is the actual name. Application, and developer will be referring to this application. Developer will be referring to the application. Then step number 2. Then we have step number 2. What is there in the step number 2? Let us go to the step number 2. Now, what type of navigation? Standard navigation or console navigation? Standard navigation or console navigation? Only at this level, identify standard navigation or console navigation. Step number 2, choose the navigation type. Step number 3, utility bar. In case if you want to add any quick icons, at the bottom of the application you are getting icons here. When you open a mobile phone screen, the top screen will be there, but at the bottom you will have quick icons, right? Right. When you have a mobile application will be there on the home page, screen 7. At the bottom, what are you finding? Some symbols you are finding now. What is that? Quick. Okay. They are called as what? Quick utility bar. They are called utility items. They are called as utility items. This is the application. At the bottom we have utility item. When you click on that, the corresponding layer will open. Now, when you go to Gmail, charter will be at the bottom, minimized. When you click on this, what happened? That enlarges. Now, what is that? Utility bar or utility item. On the utility item, on the utility bar, what are the items we need to display? What are the items you want to display? So I'm giving here charter feed, history. Right. I added this too. Then next, what was that? What are the items that should be displayed on? Choose the utility items. Example, charter. Step number 4. So what is there in the step number 4? Choose the list of tabs what you want to display. List of tabs you want to display. Choose the list of tabs you want to display. Step number 4. Choose the list of tabs that should be displayed. Step number 4. Choose the list of tabs Step number 5, choose the profiles for whom the application should be. Step number 5, choose the profile for whom the application should be visible. Step number 5, choose the profiles for whom the application should be visible. Choose step number 5, choose the profiles for whom the application should be visible. Right, boss? So what you are finding? Application is same, Lightning application, Classic application. How both of them are different, we'll see it in the next part of the session. But now we are understanding how to create the Lightning application. Now once you're done with this, click on Save and Finish. I forgot to add administrator. So App Manager, what is the application we created right now? Payroll, edit. This application should be visible to system admin. If I don't assign to the system admin, they will not be able to see. Now go back to this icon. When you click on this icon, list of application. What we are finding here? Payroll management. Click on this payroll management. This is how your application is open. I hope you are clear with this. Right? So applications are available here. We can click on the payroll and get your application open. I hope you are good with this. So how to create the applications in the Lightning and Classic. So what do you need to understand? We need to understand the navigation and fixed steps. At this level, what are the steps you can understand? Those fixed steps. Okay. Now the question is, how many applications I can build? How many custom applications we can build? Answer depends upon edition. Number of custom applications you can build depends upon the edition what you have chosen. So if you go with unlimited edition, unlimited apps. If you go with enterprise edition, you go with developer, if you go with professional, So how many custom applications you can create? It all depends upon the edition what you purchased. It all depends upon the edition what you purchased. I hope you are good with this. Now, how many applications are there? There are two types of applications what we have: standard applications and custom application. Standard application means created by the Salesforce. Name some of the standard applications: sales, service, marketing, call center, work.com, community. There are a lot of apps. Now, can I delete a standard application? Any application which is created by the Salesforce, we cannot delete. It can only be customized. Now, custom application. What are the custom applications we have? Applications created by the user according to his organizational requirement are called custom app. Now, when you are creating a custom app, we have custom app and console app. What is the console app? Everything that we open will be open in a new tab. What is the custom app? Everything that you open will be open on the same page. Now, in the classic, what is the navigation? Setup, build, create, apps, new app. In the Lightning, what is the navigation? Setup, platform tools, apps, app manager, Lightning app. In both the steps, choose the application type as console or standard. First, console or custom. Then application label. Here I am saying application label, application name. In the Lightning, we are saying application name, developer name. In both the cases, choose the logo. In the classic, we have to upload the document into the document object. Logo should be inserted into document object. Then only we can use in the classic. In the Lightning, it is not like that. Straight away choose the image from your computer. Choose the image. Then in both the cases, which profiles can see, which tabs are visible. Which profiles can see, which tabs are visible. Right? Are you getting my point? Extra thing is utility bar. What is that utility bar? Look at this. Now at the bottom, are you able to see two things here? History and charter. Let me create. What you are finding here? History and charter field at the bottom. What are they called? Utility items. And this is called utility bar. Now when I keep on this, some pages open here. When I click on history, some pages open here. Now this is called utility bar. Are you clear about this? Okay. I hope you are good with this format. Any queries from anyone? Anyone has any queries from this session? So next